John Travolta, the king of Rydell High, the man who danced his way into America's heart not once, but twice, in Saturday Night Fever and Grease. But behind the fame, plane crashes, financial disasters, and losses that would break most men. This is the real story of John Travolta. Chapter 1. The Crash That Almost Ended It All. January 31st, 1979. Just months after Grease made him a global superstar, 24-year-old Travolta boards a small Beechcraft Bonanza piloted by a 26-year-old with barely 200 hours of flying experience. Dense fog, zero visibility. The plane goes down. Travolta survives, but with a broken back and head injury so severe, he's forced off Hollywood's radar for months. The golden boy of 1978 nearly didn't make it to 1980. Chapter 2. The 1992 Near Death in the Sky. Fast forward 13 years. Travolta, now a licensed pilot himself, is flying his own jet from Florida to Maine for Thanksgiving. On board, his wife Kelly Preston and infant son Jett. Mid-flight, total L. No instruments. No power. Nothing. "I thought I was going to die," Travolta later admitted. His jet nearly collided mid-air with a Boeing 747, forcing 4 airports to shut down. Using nothing but a flashlight and a compass, he landed the plane himself, blowing out the tires on touchdown. A miracle, with his entire family on board. Chapter 3. The Financial Rumors. By the 2000s, Travolta's career took a brutal hit. His 2000 film Battlefield Earth cost $73 million to make, and became one of the biggest box office disasters in Hollywood history, sweeping the Razzies. Rumors of financial trouble swirled around him for years, fueled by his massive aviation habit. Travolta doesn't just fly planes. He owns a private fleet, including a Boeing 707. Maintaining that kind of empire in the sky costs millions, and it kept the whispers about his money alive for over a decade. Chapter 4. The Tragedy That Changed Everything. Then came the real heartbreak. In January 2009, Travolta's 16-year-old son, Jett, died suddenly while the family vacationed in the Bahamas after suffering a seizure, a condition he'd battled his entire life. Travolta and Kelly Preston were never the same. 11 years later, in July 2020, Preston herself passed away after a private 2-year battle with breast cancer. In the span of 1 decade, Travolta lost his son and his wife of nearly 29 years. Chapter 5. Where he is now. Today at 72, Travolta is still standing, raising his 2 surviving children, still flying his own jets, and still occasionally returning to the screen. Through plane crashes, box office bombs, and unimaginable personal loss, Danny Zuko never stopped fighting. Hollywood's ultimate survivor. From a broken back at 24 to burying his own son, John Travolta's real story is heavier than anything he ever played on screen. What part of this shocked you the most? Drop it below, and subscribe for more untold Hollywood stories.